Man, what is going on, man? What is happening? Let's talk some Colorado football. Watching the Big 12 Pro Day right now. Let me know, man, if y'all out there watching the Big 12 Pro Day, how y'all feel about the Big 12 Pro Day. But man, what it is to see a blessing to see our kids out there from CU participating in the Big 12 championship. I mean, the Big 12 Pro Day right now that's going on. Man, seen some good things, seen some of our players out there performing. It's good to see it. You know, Colorado's Pro Day is April 4th. In Colorado in Boulder. So the Big 12 is to this week. And Colorado's will be April 4th. The spring game is April 19th. So man, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you're gonna be at the spring game. Coach Dre, what's going on? What's going on? Let me see. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hey, Miss E. Willer, man. It's good to see y'all in the building. I'm live today. Hey, Coach Dre, you got the link. My bad. I thought I had sent it to you, but yeah, the link should be there. But man, what's going on? How y'all feel about the spring practice so far? Let me know how y'all feel. There's some things I'm gonna get into, but let me know how y'all feel about the spring practice so far. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Coach Dre will be popping up in a couple minutes. I'm not gonna be on here for long. I just want to come in and talk about some Colorado football, talk about some key things, and get about this thing. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. It ain't gonna be a long show today. But we got some things lined up. Sorry I've been MIAO. But my mom had emergency surgery, her first one, and she's gotta have another emergency surgery. So hopefully I'll find out in the next couple of days when that is. But after that, I'll be back on the regular. I'll be back on the regular. So we'll see. Coach Dre, man, what's going on? Coach Dre. Yo,
What's going on, brother?
oh, I can hear you now. I go, yo,
What's going on?
not much, man. How are you?
Good, good, good.
Good, man. You watching the pro day?
Say it again, bro. I didn't hear you.
I said, well, you watching the pro day?
Yeah, on and off, bro. On and off.
Okay, okay. Kendall Thomas out there, he looking pretty good out there. Offensive lineman who didn't get a chance to play last year, but he is representing the University of Colorado. He's out there going through drills right now. So do you think Brian Leftwich is going to eventually replace Coach Sherman as OC? I'll say this: if you ever watched any pregame live with me at a game, you kind of already knew Brian Leftwich was in the works, that he was going to be there, and eventually, win time was going to prevail. Um, Coach Prime is always going to think in ahead, and that's what a lot of people. He's a forward thinker, right? He's not going to get caught off guard with certain moves. Like he's already going to have people in place before they even move on. So to say that Byron Leftwich being the OC, I wouldn't tell you no difference in that situation. But Coach Dre, how you feel about it?
I mean, we're not, as a group, we're not gonna really talk about it till till the people come out with it. We saw pictures yesterday, and you guys can, take what you want from it. But at the end of the day, we know the truth, and we've been telling people like for a few. I think me and bro probably was some of the first guys to really, really even come out with maybe that was a possibility. That would be a great hire. Again, it's about elevating your brothers. Brian Leftwich should be a head coach or at least a head coach in college football right now, just because of what he's done. Uh, and the success he's had. But this is why one of the main reasons why Coach Prime is doing what he's doing, and he has to be successful. So guys like Brian Leftwich can get the opportunities that he deserves because he's already earned it. He's a great offensive mind. And like I say, if that is what happens for the University of Colorado, it will be it would be great for them, for these young men to have another guy uh, who played for me personally. I got to know Brian Leftwich because our head coach played at Marshall. Leftwich played at Marshall, so kind of know him a little bit. So, and he's a great human being, a great family man, a kind of guy that Coach Prime would love to hire. But again, we'll speak on it once. We'll officially speak on it once. The university comes out and says that it's been a hire. But I'm pretty sure everybody saw the pictures yesterday at practice, and that's what everybody going off. But we're waiting on the university to say he's hired or whatever.
Yes, like Coach Ray said, once it's official, we definitely gonna have a live conversation about it. If you try and watch the Big 12 Pro Day, it is on NFL Network, or you can probably look it up on YouTube. It's probably live on there too, because I'm pretty sure somebody's streaming the Pro Day. But there are Colorado players participating in the Big 12 Pro Day. I will say this: not all draft eligible players are participating in the Big 12 Pro Day from Colorado. Some of them are going to do it in Colorado on April 4th. And then some of them are actually participating right now. So if they really have low draft stock or pretty much not or haven't really been at a showcase or anything like that, they're participating. Anybody that's been in the showcase or NFL Combine, you're going to see them at Colorado's Pro Day. So there we have a total, I want to say 12 to 13 kids down there at the Pro Day in Texas. But not everyone is participating. Some of them are just there for, interviews, measurables, things like that. And some of them just there for support. So we do got a big showing of Buffaloes in Dallas right now participating. Is BJ
What's
and
going on?
Chidozie at Pro Day?
Yes,
Yes, they are.
they're
Yeah.
there.
Now what?
Everybody, they do have a list out, but I don't know what they're going to do. I think Bruss said that you saw the dude that he was just talking about. Like he's been nowhere. He didn't go to any bowl games. He wasn't at any combines. He hasn't had any showings. So he'll do this today. So he'll have 2 showings for the NFL. So he'll do this showing, and then he'll also be at the Colorado Pro Day. When you talk about, don't expect. So if you watching expecting to see Shedeur run or Shedeur throw, that's not gonna happen today. You'll see that at Pro Day, but it's for those guys like you say that did not have got at least 2 opportunities to get in front of these NFL scouts. If you've been at Colorado, you've been able to get in front of scouts, no. But I'm talking about other schools. But you will see guys like that participate today, and then participate again on Pro Day, because of the simple fact is you want to get yourself out in front of people. But again, there's a lot of scouts there. And whenever you bring the 2 top 10 picks, well, I don't know if Travis is there or not. But if
He's
Shedeur,
there.
he's there. Okay, so if you're talking about 2 of the top 5 picks, every team in the country gonna be there. And this is also helping for the Big 12. This is what people got to understand. This is a business, guys. And right now, the Big 12 is we're on the outside looking in of what they consider the Big 3, which is the SEC, the Big 10, and the ACC, which I think we're better than the ACC, but most people will still put them in front of us. So now we can get in front of the ACC, and then we can compete with the Big 10. So that's why we still doing them a favor. A lot of people be like, well, why would they even come? It's about the respect that we have for the Coach Prime has for the Big 12 and trying to make his conference the best conference in college football. So that's another reason why you see a lot of those guys going out there and showing, especially when you got him, Travis, you got the guy from Arizona, a few kids from BYU. You got some guys that could be first round draft picks from your conference. And that's the biggest thing that you can show is that we got a lot of first rounders from the Big 12. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, you good. So right now they're doing the offensive line. So the only person that you're seeing from CU right now representing on the offensive line is Cardell Thomas. Now a lot of y'all don't probably know who he is, and y'all wondering how, but he was one of the last offensive linemen that came in from the portal last season. He literally came in fall camp is when he showed up. but he just couldn't get on the field. At the beginning because you got to go through medical, and by the time he really got into shape, you're not putting a kid in that situation, and you just not. He was a graduate transfer, so he was out of eligibility. Otherwise, he would have been back this season. He was just one of those guys that came in. He played at FAM. But he was one of the last kids that came into the program last year. So a lot of you guys won't remember him, never seen him on the field or anything like that. But he was part of the team. So that's just, I just want to give y'all that update. So if y'all are watching NFL Network and y'all see this kid, y'all like, who is this kid? That's who he is. So just everybody that's draft eligible for Colorado is in Dallas. Now they may not participate in certain drills. They might be there just to interview with teams or do the medical stuff or do measurables. But they're not going to participate in drills. Justin Mears is there. He's not participating in those drills. So not every person that come participating. They're all doing different things because there are different phases to this whole pro day in Dallas. And so the offensive lineman is up first. So don't be surprised, if you don't see a lot of the big names there. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. But Coach Jay, how you feel about the first week of practice so far and what you've seen and passed for the last couple days?
I'm pleased with the physicality that I'm seeing from the guys up front. Which again, I think our defensive line is probably our best room. I like what I see from those guys. The physicality up front. I like the learning that I'm seeing, and also I love the coaching that I'm seeing. That they're showing a lot of the inside of the coaches and how they sitting down and talking with them. Getting to see new leaders. Like I told y'all, that was going to be the biggest thing was who was going to step up. When you losing all your voices from every room, you losing your leader from the quarterback room, you losing all your voices from your receiver room, all your voices from your linebacker room last year. The guys that had the loudest voice in the offensive line room are gone, and defensive line room was the only room where I felt like, yeah, the leaders are gone, but it's a lot of guys that got to play. So I'm not as concerned with that. And then in the secondary room, we brung back a lot of guys that played and had that leadership. If you're not talking about if you're not talking about RJ Johnson, I don't know what we're talking about. If we ain't talking about RJ Johnson, I don't know what we're talking about. That kid, every time he's been shown, ever since Coach Livingston in his first press conference said, asked who was the guy you're expecting to take leaps and bounds, and he said RJ Johnson. That kid has delivered in every way. So right now he would be my leader in the clubhouse for the guy that would be first on my list right now. Again, big shout out to my brother Colin today on Life and Football. You got to talk about what Charlie O was doing. Now, I understand a lot of people get in their feelings when you go to talking about that guy, but again, he's a Coach Prime type of guy. He gonna come to work. He gonna do everything he want. He earned himself a scholarship. Every time you turn on the film, you see him breaking through the holes and doing stuff like that. Do I think Charlie will be our day one starter? No. Do I think Charlie will play? Yes. He will play. Again, one thing about Marshall Faulk, he told you guys, man, if you ain't in the one or two deep, you better go run down the special team coach. And the reason he told him that is because of the simple fact is, if you're on the special teams and you run down there and you make a play on kickoff and you don't made a couple of plays on some special teams, coaches are looking at that. And they say, hey man, go hey, put him in the game. He you get what I'm saying? And what I'm telling you is, guys, because I've done it. This year, we had a freshman running back. He was a true freshman. He had a lot of speed. We put him in on kickoff, and the kid was running down there. We were scoring touchdowns. So we had a lot of kickoffs. The kid was running down there making the tackle every time. The last time he made it, Coach Gator said, hey, man, put that kid in the game. He just did too. He's just been doing too much helping us on special teams. He's making special teams special. So you expect to see Charlie on the football team, but bro, I'm excited about where we at. I think you're gonna see a difference. I hear a lot of people, going back and forth about Coach Pat on the clock. He's not on the clock, guys. He's not. He's just you're gonna see a better version of him because of the simple fact is he doesn't have a Peyton Manning, Tom Brady type of quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is
Yeah.
a once in a lifetime type of guy. When you have that kind of guy, you didn't see nobody checking Peyton Manning when he was changing plays and doing what he was doing. You saw nobody checking Tom Brady. That's what we had going on last year at the University of Colorado. You see Coach Pat right now. He's in the middle of those huddles. He's telling you what he won't run. This the play we running. So, and that's another thing for the offensive lineman. Hey, maybe when you up there changing plays in the last 10 seconds and we got to think on the fly, sometimes it gets hard up there. So I'm excited about what I'm seeing from the players, also what I'm seeing from the coaches.
Man, I think we in great shape. But before I get into my take about it, Coach Dre, what we gotta do? What we gotta do to get Coach Gator up there when they was doing this? Nike Elite coaching up there with. I think he should have
Well,
been
what
up
I
there,
think
bro.
I do, but again, what we come to find out, even though bro was on vacation and brother been through a tough year, losing some people in his family. So, I wanted bro to take a break, but a lot of those schools are sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, I
A
know.
lot of those high schools are, and we're not a Nike school. We're not a Nike school. It is sponsored by Adidas, if I'm not mistaken. But we're not a Nike school. And right now in Florida, we're a top 75 school, but not a top 50 school. So you saw, like I think Miami Central School, Miami Central
Yeah.
was there. You saw the coach, the old coach from Hoover, and like I said, Gators just 3 years in. You see some coaches that were there that is in there. Hey, James Woodland, what's going on, bro? Hey, you the guy that told Gator at y'all at your grandma's funeral time? So man, I be seeing Coach Dre on the thing talking about you. But yeah, man, yeah, that Gator's a great guy. He gonna be there one day. He gonna be
Yeah,
there
no,
one day.
no, no.
He's a
I just wanted some love. I
yeah,
just wanted some love. You know what I'm saying? Give
yeah.
Gator some love, man. Bro, let him come
Yeah
up
he
there, man.
yeah, but that was mostly schools that were Nike schools.
Yeah.
And like you say, if you saw the pictures, there's a lot of the coaches of guys that were on the football team. Like you saw the coach that coached Salter and Gibson, the
No,
coach
I
that
mean, I knew
yeah.
what Prime was doing behind it because it's just businesses 1-on-1. Like if I'm gonna recruit kids from your school, why not have you come up here and see the school for yourself so you can really see. So it's not that we selling the kid, but you get to see what's going on. You get to be in this atmosphere. You get to see us on our everyday regimen of what we're doing. So now it makes it easier for when you go back to your school. Hey man, I better take a look at Colorado now. What I done learned from them and going through on their every day, it's a family, it's this, that, and the third. Like those are selling points. So it's a win-win when you're recruiting kids from that school and bring that coach up there. Hey, it's a no-brainer. No
Hey,
brainer.
yeah, Jason. Yeah, he told me about it when he got back. When he got back to the school, he was like, "Yeah, man, my cousin." He came up to me. He was like, "Man, you got a coach on your staff called Coach Ray, man. He a legend in the YouTube streets, man." And he was just laughing too hard, man. We had a big laugh out of it, bro. Man, like I say, condolences to y'all and like I say, James know what my boy really been going through these last few months, losing his grandmother and then losing their cousin who was more like his sister. Those prayers out to them. So I just really wanted him to get away, spend time with his family so we could come back and be good. But like I say, most of those schools that was at that camp, they were Nike schools. And so you will see when Adidas have their camp, but it's not to say that those guys didn't reach out. You get what I'm saying? It's just, you get what I'm saying? That's what that was.
Oh no doubt, no doubt. I just want to make sure he get his love and his flowers, man. That's due. You know what I'm saying, for what's being done. And I think.
I think you still, yeah, I can hear you now, bro. Go ahead.
to that and helping them. You know what I'm saying? We always help the best coaches in the nation, but what about the you know, the ones that really have to taking kids from the inner cities of each state and really making them into something? You know, so that's all. I just want people to get their flowers, man. Because there are a lot of coaches out here that's doing a lot of work, and they don't make the money and stuff from that.
Well,
So
listen, that's the biggest thing. Like when you talk about them guys in Texas and Florida, they make that money. You know, in Florida,
yeah,
they don't. You know, for the time that these guys put in, like we say, this is our only. And it ain't no free time because if you want to be good, you still got to work. But now, from now all the way until whenever football season is, we on spring break right now. But when we come back from spring break, it's all hands on deck. It's time to get ready. Big shout out to our brother B Watts for highlighting the boys last night, highlighting Sunday night, highlighting I call him Rob nephew. He ain't even my nephew, my son. He Rob nephew.
yes, sir.
And a few of the other boys and Coach Gator giving those guys, like you say, to be a high school coach, it takes a special kind of guy. And then, like you said, you get to see high school coaches move up. Like you got a guy like
Yep.
Coach Pollard who's been a head coach at the high school level. Coach Chaney, who's there at Colorado, he was a head coach. And then who's the other coach? The dude who's over the
Chaney was a high school coach.
yeah, but it's the other dude, the older dude. It's
The GM.
Yeah, the GM. He was a legend. He was a legend in high school football. And for Coach Prime to take those guys who hadn't really had college experience like that and bring them to the University of Colorado, and now they're big names. They're doing big things. And like you say, that's what you got to do. You got
David
to think
Kelly,
about,
I
like
think
I
that's his
say,
name.
yeah,
David
Coach Kelly. That's him.
Yeah.
David Kelly. He was a legend in high school football, man. I think he won like 5 or 6 state championships. And then, like you say, people overlook this. Coach all was on one coaching staff in high school,
Yep.
but Coach Hart was the head coach. Coach Hart has 4 state championships. And I hope everybody heard Deion Sanders in his press conference say
Prime was
that
the offensive coordinator.
yeah, Coach Prime was the offensive coordinator. I hope y'all heard that the Saints wanted Coach Mathis. I hope y'all, for all you people that been telling me and Rob, oh, it's the homeboy hookup. Oh, they just there because they know Prime. Okay. Knowing Prime ain't got nothing to do with NFL teams calling for your services. And that's, and like I said, we're not here to tell y'all we told you so, but we just told you that that loyalty, appreciation, and staying together. Like I said, every coaching group has a coaching circle, regardless of what you say. Yeah, because we know every year it's gonna be guys that go in and out of coaching staff. That's just every year in college. Every year that Coach Saban won a national championship, he changed offensive coordinators, or he had to change defensive coordinators because those guys are going to get head coaching jobs. That's why you hear Prime saying, "Hey, I don't expect to have Livingston next year. I might not have Sherman next year because when you're on winning programs, people want the secret sauce."
Yep.
Hey guys, check this out, and then we'll move back on to what we've been talking about. Look at New England. I think every coach that was on that New England staff for Bill Belichick has had the opportunity to be a head coach.
That's facts.
Every coordinator that he has had the opportunity to be a head coach, whether it's NFL or college. They have had an opportunity to be a head coach, and that's just what it is, because everybody think you got the sauce, and hey, I need some of what he got. Like, don't believe North Carolina hired Bill Belichick. They hired him because they think he got some kind of secret sauce. And it's going to rub off on some of these other coaches. Well, his son. And then when he'll take over, and he'll keep it going. But for Coach Prime to keep losing coaches and we act like the world this is college football, guys. That's what's going to happen. But every time that you lose a coach, Coach Prime go out. He got a Rolodex, man. He got a Rolodex.
Just get better and better every time.
It just get better and better. So y'all don't worry. trusting Coach Prime and what he's doing. And the biggest thing is the NCAA got endless amount of coaches. So he can go get as many coaches as he wants, long as he can pay them. He can go get
Yep.
them.
As
And
long
then you hear
as
guys like Sapp and Marshall tell y'all it ain't about no money. The money don't matter. We
we got the
already
money.
set.
Yeah.
We just want to come help out. It's about this guy that's in the front. Sapp told you it's not about. And a lot of y'all in life, y'all need to listen to this and listen to this closely. Don't pick a job, pick a boss. Some of
Yep.
y'all ain't succeeding in life because y'all picking the wrong bosses. Y'all picking the wrong people to be around. I tell people all the time, man, this Colorado positive family that we got going on, we around each other all the time because we know we got good people. But that's what it really takes. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just about to say, it looked like Chidozi's about to run his 40 here in a second. So Chidozi, the defensive line. So the offensive line just went. The defensive line is up right now. And Chidozi is in line to run his 40. So we'll see if he runs his 40. And I'll give y'all a live update what his 40 time is. But he is in line to run his 40. They're giving instructions right now. If you guys want to know what channel the Big 12 Pro Day is on, it's on NFL Network. So I'll let y'all know what time he runs. But here's some things that I've seen from the practices that I think we need one more outside receiver for us. I think the slots we're good. I think we need one more outside receiver. Now I've seen a lot of people asking, as no matter what channel, who you listening to, everybody's always got this question where this person, that person is. What I can say is this: there are kids that are not practicing during the spring. Whether you ask for them or not, they're not practicing because they're not healthy. And so a lot of people, what they have not been impressed with, people not participating. It is what it is. Would you rather them be here in the spring and have a long-term injury, or heal up this short-term injury and be ready to go for fall camp when it really matters the most? That's the thing. So Prime them is taking the right road. But what I will say is, if you're not available for fall camp, you ain't gonna play. It don't matter who you are. So get your body right, get your mind right, get everything you need right, and then you'll be ready to go for the fall camp. So a lot of people that you're asking about players, and you haven't seen them on well off or anything like that. They could be nursing an injury right now, which is more than likely what it is, and they're not available. So we're gonna add some people out the portal. You can book that. There's gonna be some people come in from the springtime. You might see a couple departures, because everybody's getting a grade every day. And some people not happy with their grade. Some people are. I think we might. The way things are going right now, I think we might add a running back. And the reason why I say I think we might add a running back is because our running back seem that they can't stay healthy. So I think we just might add one running back just off the strength of that. Overall, from the receiver standpoint, I like what we're doing at the receiver standpoint. Like I said, I think we need one outside receiver. The line, I like our left tackle, I like our right guard, and I like our center. Left guard and right tackle is still, I'm ready to see who's going to step up in those two positions. But right guard, center,
Say that.
left tackle, I'm good.
Say that again. You like the right tackle? You
No, the
mean
right
left
guard,
tackle?
right
Right
guard,
guard. Yep.
which is Chris.
Left.
Center is Cash,
Chrisley. Yep. Center's
and
Cash.
left tackle Seaton.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's what I got right
I'm
now.
I'm
That what I
I'm
got.
good with that. I really want them to
Hey,
put
I ain't gonna tell you.
Chrysler
I ain't
next
gonna
to
tell you.
Seaton.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie. The only two I got pinned in right now probably is Seaton and Crystal. 77 and 72. I got them penciled in. I got them pinned in, not penciled. Everybody else I got penciled in. Somebody got to beat out Harden for me. Somebody got to beat Harden out. I think he's earned the right to. I think he's earned the right. I like McGill. I'm gonna tell you somebody who's been surprising me and looking good is Yaya. Yaya been
Yeah.
looking real good in the spring. Like you said, the big guy from Texas A&M is hurt right now, guys. Uh, Again, Coach Prime is not gonna tell you guys about injuries. I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, we didn't know he was hurt." Oh, Prime is not gonna tell you guys about no injuries. He's not gonna tell you about no injuries. He'll let the kids tell you. Like, we can talk about our guy Mathis. Like he told y'all, he's injured. He had surgery. That wasn't nobody's business until he told y'all that he had
Yep.
surgery. But he's trying to get healthy because you go from playing all those snaps as a freshman to not playing a lot of snaps last year because you had a hamstring injury to wanting to be
He had a
100%.
groin injury. He had a groin
Yeah.
injury. So because people kept asking me about him, Caleb Mathis is one of the people that I've always talked to since he was been on campus. You know what I'm saying? And he had a groin injury, which kept him out of from being out there. But he'll be good. Left guard, I think we're gonna get out the portal. I think we're gonna go get the left guard and the right tackle out the portal. I think that's gonna be the two areas we go. And somebody's got to be cast out. That's the reason why I got him right now penciled in. I didn't say
Hey,
pin.
I don't.
When we talk about pin, it's automatic
Listen.
lock. That's Seed and
Right.
Chrysler. Them the only two. But
Yeah. Them the only
pencil,
two I got right now. But
I got cashed
hey,
in right now.
I got cash. You know how I got the first two letters in pen and the last two letters in pencil. But the first two letters in pen, after listening to Coach Big George at his press conference and listening to Coach Dre, I think it's hard to beat him. I think he gonna do all the little things and all the other things correctly, and he's a bona fide leader. And when you hear a guy say the center is I've always had to catch Cleveland at center, I just believe that it's gonna be hard to beat him out. But again, guys, I want 13 good offensive linemen, 13 guys I feel comfortable with and that because as you saw last year, unbeknownst to y'all, it was a lot of injuries up front. A lot
Oh
of
yeah.
injuries up front. And that's why we had to move some guys around and things of that nature. But again, we're not here to make excuses for nobody, and we're not here to, because that's one thing Coach Prime doesn't believe in, making excuses. If you're out there, you got to produce. But,
Yep.
guys, it was a lot of injuries up front, and those coaches had to make do with what they had. Right now, I think we got a great core of coaches on that offensive line that is making that offensive line go. You got two guys that was pros, and Gunner is the guy that said, but they don't make him feel like he's left because we've been pros and you weren't. And Coach Gunner don't try to stand up and try to say he's talking from that perspective as of playing in the NFL and things of that nature. He's where he is because of the loyalty and the faithfulness that he's shown to Deion Sanders and this coaching staff. And so I think we're in a good spot. I think somebody got to leave for us.
You good.
Somebody got to leave. I think somebody got to leave for us to go get a running back. We got too many guys right now.
The thing but they're not all healthy. That's the thing. You got to think about it, right? It's the same issue last year. We got these running back. We got all these running backs, but somebody got to be healthy to run the ball. If you can't,
I like IA and 7, and I see what Charlie been doing. And like I said, I think this is another thing. This is just me. I ain't talking to nobody. I think some of these days he resting guys. Like, cause you see Hood one day, and then one day you don't see him. So I think some days he just saying, "Hey, you go take a break." You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
because
to be honest with you, I think the person the person that's really in front of people that people don't realize is Brandon Hood, and they not trying to really show them because there is the factor to some of this stuff, right? You're not seeing certain people on camera, and you know what happens when you don't see certain people on camera. Some people that you ain't seeing on camera are the ones who go end up starting. And I think Brandon Hood is one of those kids.
Oh, I listen. I told people Sunday, hey, he's my guy. He just looked like a Marshall type of back. Hey, Bucket, when you say we barely got 8 what? I don't know what
He's
you're
talking
talking
about
about. You
offensive
talking about
lineman.
line? Oh, you talking about offensive lineman? What? I mean,
Yeah.
but on the roster right now, we got 16 of them. Now, take that for what it's worth. Again, but like Prime said though, we know who go. Prime is 5 steps ahead. So if people gonna leave, you can believe right now. Prime know that because guys, you see, if you on Twitter, you see a lot of guys going ahead and jumping in the portal now because the portal is only 10 days. It's only gonna be open 10 days. It opens that Thursday of our spring game week. So like the 16th or 17th, something like that. And you only have 10 days from that to make a decision to jump in the portal. So you're going to see guys making decisions during these next few weeks. We're going to practice the rest of this week, guys, and then next week we'll be on spring break. They'll go away for a week. And then we'll come back and finish our spring practice. I think Coach Prime did that on purpose. That's my belief. Don't know that. I believe he did that on purpose. So I give you 2 weeks. Everybody's getting an opportunity, and then you guys that are thinking about leaving, you will see guys start making that decision during that spring break.
It's like the same pattern every year, right? You practice for 2 weeks, you go on spring break, you got the last 2 weeks. By the third week, because they're gonna do a scrimmage on a Saturday. There's not a quote unquote scrimmage. There's not a legit scrimmage, right? That's gonna tell you everything you need to know before they even get to the spring game. They're gonna do a quote unquote scrimmage, and that's gonna tell you everything you need to know where you sit on the depth chart. So with us going on spring break next week, that's going to give them the time to understand where you sit out on the depth chart to line up for, the quote unquote scrimmage week. And you will know that week where you sit at on the depth chart. And then that's what's going to let guys know if they're going to be there or not. Now, some of them might play just so they can get a look out of the spring game. But, for the most part, most of them going to be gone. I don't think, Big Lil Bucket, I don't think we need a 6'5" receiver. I just think we need somebody that can win on the outside. Because what I don't want to happen is that we put all this pressure on Mario Miller to come back and be that guy, that he re-injures himself trying to be that guy. When we can go out and go get somebody, and we have 2 of those. Now, I do like what I'm seeing from the freshmen. I do like that, right? And don't get me wrong, I think, Farrakhan can play on the outside and inside. But I would rather see him play inside versus outside because I think his separation abilities on the inside he can score more touchdowns in that sense. So from the freshman standpoint, from the 3 wide receivers we brought in, Farrakhan and Quentin is the ones that's showing out, right? So we'll see. But I don't think we need a 6'5" receiver.
I feel like we're gonna have to, like you said, I don't want the pressure on like that. I feel good in the slot. You got Draylon, you got Cam, you got Gibson. I think Farrakhan's gonna have to play outside. I don't see it no other way right now.
Timmons he's gonna have to play outside, yeah.
Timmons is coming along like we thought he would. And then you got JoJo. So if we can get, like you said, we get one more guy. We can get one more guy, maybe 2. I won't be opposed. I wouldn't be opposed to 2.
I'm gonna say this. I think we're gonna end up bringing in 2 based upon if you look at the last couple years, we've had major injuries to our wide receiver group. They can't stay healthy, right? When you look at Zay fought it out to stay healthy. But if we had wide receivers, he probably would have been able to rest and get healthy. When you look at last year, when we had one game where 5 wide receivers get knocked out of the game, and then look what we got, right? You don't want to get caught in that situation. So I think 1 or 2 would be definitely the key.
Yeah, Wallace, you're right, and hard. So that's why I'm saying in the slot, I think we got too many guys for Farrakhan to have to go in the slot. Because like you said, you got right now Hard's probably the guy in the slot. Him and Draylon. You got Gibson. You got Cam who can play both. You got Farrakhan X who can play both. Then you got, like you said, you got JoJo. You got Timmons.
BJ Green's running right now. So for all y'all, BJ Green is running this 40 time right now. But go ahead, Coach. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no. I thought you was finna say it's time. I feel like I say, if we go get one or two, I'm not upset right now because, like you say, it's a lack of 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 depth because
Woo-hoo.
nobody in the receiver room. 07,
I can.
that's great for a defense.
Hey. BJ was out there moving. I can deal with that now. Hey,
07 for a defensive end. Hey, that's. I think the best defensive end might have ran a 4.4, 4.5 at the combine,
he ran a
and you heard
4.49, the best defensive lineman. But that
the best defensive end.
he's in
Go ahead.
the same average. Washington, they shaking their head, they grinning. They like they see from BJ.
Hey man, that's what. And again, you heard South, the greatest defensive lineman to ever play, first ballot Hall of Fame, say he worked his behind off to get this guy into the combine, and they didn't let him in. That lets you know about the bias that's going on for Colorado, and just the pure hate. Because again, it's just about you can't stop Deion because of the friends he has.
Yeah.
You get mad at you penalizing these kids because of the relationships they have, and we're not gonna let y'all run the NFL. Y'all not gonna run the NFL like y'all run college. We gonna have the say so. We gonna have this and we gonna have that, and y'all penalizing these young men on their dreams. BJ, like he said, if you got a better nose tackle than Shadozi in the country, y'all bring them to me so I can see. And they talking to the guy who played it the best. Go ahead.
No, there's BJ ran a 4.7. That's one of the fastest times as a D lineman so far. When you look at the combine to this pro day, that he's in the elite company as one of the fastest.
Yes.
As far as
Like you say,
defensive
the
line
fastest
go,
guy,
he's in
that's a
line with that.
defensive end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
edge
the
rushers.
fastest one was
Yeah.
a 4.49.
4.49,
Go
but
ahead.
he's a free athlete though. The dude that ran at 4.49 is a free athlete. I'm talking about he's got crazy measurables. So what for how tall BJ is compared to that dude that ran at 4.49 was like 6'3", 6'4", with long like he should have ran that, but BJ's ran one of the fastest time for edge rushers. So I mean there are some teams on NFL Network shaking their head grinning about BJ Green right now. So they
And
gonna
like
be
you
there
say, we
pro
just
day.
want to. Yeah, and then now like you say, now he has something to see. Oh, I can run a 4.7. Now, if I can get that down to like if I mess around here and run a high 4.5, like a 4.59 or a 4.61, 4.65, hey, listen, I mean, like you say, and this is what we want. This is what Warren Sapp wants. He wants these guys to go out here and show these people, hey, these guys should have been at the combine. Y'all just wanted to hold us against these kids because of us, but hey, you can't stop these guys' talent. And then a guy like BJ, he playing for something. He got a purpose. I always tell y'all, you heard Coach Prime ask the guys this week, what's your why? Don't never forget that. Don't forget why you here. Don't forget why you came to the University of Colorado or why you trying to make it. I heard you talk about your mama. I heard you talk about your siblings and your living situation and how you want to make it better. So how can't you come out here every day and give me everything you got when you know you have the opportunity to change?
Yeah.
When I have the opportunity to change everything, because like I tell y'all guys right now, the biggest thing is just to get to it ain't even get to the NFL no more. These guys are just trying to get to college. They are just trying to get to college so that they can get it. And then now you got to give kudos and thanks to Coach Prime for putting out. When you see what he did for his mama, he getting a shoe out for his mama. You know that touched me this morning to see that they're gonna put out a Deion Sanders shoe for Mama Connie. Like he told her when he was 7 years old, I'm gonna make a lot of money and you ain't gonna never have to work again. Mama Connie, I think Prime say Mama Connie ain't had to work since '89.
Yep.
And so for these kids, I think that still pushes Deion right now. I think that still pushes people like what pushes him. He got everything he probably wants. No, I want to be able, like he said, he's like if y'all listen to that show when Lil Snow was up there, man, you're gonna be straight. Well, you ain't gonna need no mic or no ball. You ain't gonna even have to play nothing if you don't want to. If you play something, it's gonna be because you want to play. But I'm gonna make sure you straight. I'm gonna make sure you good, and that should always be the goal in life, guys. And I ain't just talking about money, because money don't make you happy. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that it helps you, but money don't make you happy. You better find your purpose. You better find people. You better keep people around you that love you unconditionally, wrong or right. That they believe in you. I told you, everybody with you when you at the top. It's about when you down at the bottom of the mountain. How many people down there with you? How many people who's sitting up on a high and looking down at you on lowest and don't feel it less of them to get up off of their high to come down here with you and lay with you in this low and get you up out the dirt. That's what you better find. That's what you better find. People like that's willing to do that for you. And like I told y'all Sunday night, you don't have to answer for nobody else wrong. All you can do is answer for what you do. I can't answer for what nobody else do. I only can answer for what I do and how I treat you and how I make you feel. If you leave from it on any broadcast that I'm on and me and bro on and you feel good, that's our thing. Cause like me and bro told you, it was people on here told us we wouldn't last this long. Oh man, y'all boys ain't gonna be around, man. Y'all ain't keeping it real. Y'all just kissing prime butt, man. Y'all prime fanatics. No, I just told y'all that this is what we gonna do. Y'all look at all these other podcasters and go ahead, bro.
No, I'm finna say this. You literally preaching what I had just said on my last live, and I didn't even talk to you about about none of this. It's crazy. But go ahead.
And that's what I'm telling y'all. People with purpose, they know it. Like y'all, like a lot of this stuff that y'all hear, me and Rob talk about this morning. You see the coaches posting stuff that y'all hear me say all the time. I don't talk to Coach Phillips. Me and Dion don't talk in the morning. When guys that have the same purpose in life and going into, that's how. Again, for me, that's encouraging, because that lets me know I'm going in the right direction. That let me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. When you wake up in the morning, you see people, hey, dang, yeah, that's what I was on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we trying to build.
Hey, little
One
bucket. They
thing
went to commercial. They went to commercial on Chidozi's run, so I don't know yet.
we want, they'll show it when they come back. They good at that. Hey, earlier today,
Shout
Rob,
out to
we
Miss
was on
Phyllis
with
though.
talk. Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to Miss Phyllis for the $9.99 super chat. Go ahead. My bad, Dre.
Earlier today, they was talking. We were talking on Life and Football, and they was talking about a Discord, and I didn't feel like arguing with somebody. Can you please explain to these people that your Discord doesn't have to be a charge to start a Discord, please?
There's no charge to start a Discord. For there's no charge to start a Discord. Now, if the person who starts the Discord wants to put a charge, let's do it like a third company, and that's pretty much like a membership. So basically, you paying them monthly to be in their private community. Our Discord is free. We do have a Discord. We just don't talk about it publicly or anything like that. But we've been had a Discord for going on 3 years now. Since I
Yep.
started the channel, we've had a Discord.
Well,
Uh,
because
at
somebody had
first,
said that.
I say
Go
this.
ahead,
At
Papa.
first, we did charge. At first, we did charge to get into the Discord. But we ain't charging to get into the Discord. It's just an open community. We talk about football. We do a lot of recruiting things and stuff like that. So there's no charge for it.
Again, now everybody heard that, right? Everybody heard that, because somebody was going back and forth with me. It doesn't have to be a charge, because they want Colin to start a Discord for just the Life and Football family or whatever. And somebody was telling them about it, and I was just telling them, hey, but Colin the kind of guy like us. Colin ain't trying to charge nobody. He don't want no money. To be
I'll
taking
say
nobody
this.
money or something.
Yeah, I'll say this. And so it was a charge because everybody that wanted me to start the Discord wanted me to charge. And the reason why they wanted me to charge at the beginning is to keep all the nonsense people out of the Discord. That was the main reason why if you put a charge behind it, then you kind of got a control on who comes in and who doesn't be in there. You don't have to deal with a lot of people that you may not want to deal with. And so that's the reason why there was a charge at the beginning. But after a while, it's a headache, right? Because what comes with the charge is people expect more out of things versus if you just let it be free, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you put in there, people, you know what I'm saying, they'll code with. So we went to a change second year and not charge anybody in our Discord. But the first year it was a charge just due to the fact of everybody didn't want to be in the Discord with certain people, and so that's why it was like that from the setup. But after the first year of us, it's been free ever since. And so it's just we just want to talk about football and and prime and recruiting and stuff like that. So we try to give you all that in the Discord. So that's what for ours. I can't speak for anybody else's Discord and what they got going on with their business or nothing like that. But as being an owner of a Discord, it's a lot of stuff that comes with it, right? And so I always be open and honest about whatever it is. It's a lot of stuff that comes with being a Discord owner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, Missy Willer. Missy Willer. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I should have said that first. Yeah, we did have a charge at the beginning, but once we realized that it came with headaches, it came with people expecting us to tell them everything we know, and then we also got flash. When we were doing that, when we were saying little things inside our Discord, uh, people were looking for it. We would sit there and tell you verbatim that this might not happen. This what could happen. But when it did happen, it blew up in people's faces and stuff like that. So we just, like I say, it just became a community of people that we love and that we rock with. It's not a lot of us, especially in our Discord no more. It's definitely not a lot of us. It's just the people that we care for, that we love personally. You get what I'm saying? Because it's personal stuff that go in there. People might be going through something. Some people might need prayer. People might need anything, and you don't, like you say, you don't want any and everybody there. Like you say, you don't want any and everybody in your space, because any and everybody ain't for you. We want the people that, like you told you, we're gonna be a positive group. We're gonna be, again. It's not about what you're saying; it's about how you say it. It's never about what you're saying. You could be saying the right thing, but the way you say it make it wrong, and nobody receives it. And if ain't nobody receiving it, then what you talking for? You just wasting your breath. You wasting your air. Don't do that with your life on with anything. So you got to think about how you putting it out. People receive what Coach Prime saying it the way he say it.
yeah,
Hey, Shedeur played bad. Shedeur played bad this week. Yeah, boy, he played like trash. But I know Shedeur. I know Shiloh gonna fix it. I know he gonna get it right. I know he gonna do this, and this. Y'all will sit there and call somebody that, and then you'll run it in the ground and step on his neck and make it seem you don't need all that. We got enough mainstream media doing that every day. All you gotta do is turn on all these other platforms. Big shout out to what's his name, be on Fox, the running back. Those guys who always pumping up Coach Prime, always trying to make sure that Shedeur doesn't get blackballed out of the NFL, or trying to make him feel lesser than what he is. Y'all don't get it twisted. Nobody throws at the NFL combine. Nobody does.
Chidozie
There's a lot of.
Chidozie first
Go ahead.
run was a 5.6. It's
Ah,
but he got to clean up his technique. He came out running wobbly instead of ear. It's just you could see. Here's the thing about it that people don't understand with the combine is everybody's not preparing for the 40. They're preparing to work on other things as far as drills. And so the least thing that they least focus on is the 40 time. And so, that's the easy cleanup, right? Because I expect majority of these, after they leave here, they go on a Boulder. And everybody's working with Swayze to get their time better. So it's a good benchmark, right? You get here, all right, listen, this is the worst you can look. Okay, cool. Now we get you with Swayze. Boom. Let's get it down. All right. So it's it is what it is. But so far right now, BJ Green has ran the fastest 40 for defensive ends.
for Davenport, I believe that Branch will help us on special teams. It's gonna be hard in that secondary room. I'm not gonna tell you no lie, Davenport. It's gonna be hard when you got RJ stepping up the way he done stepped up. You know we got DJ. You know we got
Hey,
Hood.
but
You know we got Hobbs.
Dre, I don't think it's
But
gonna be
Vic,
hard because Branch is getting a lot of
but with Vic,
time right now with people being out of the
right?
lineup.
He is.
So
Like I say,
that speaks to, and then you moving RJ to corner and he not playing that safety where
I
he
think they
not
just
he
got.
not that.
I think they just move RJ. Well, now you need a third corner, like we were
Yeah.
saying that we thought Vickers was gonna be that guy to be the third corner. You gotta produce a third corner. On that note, man, prayers up to my guy Vickers, from Florida,
Yes,
man.
prayers.
He had open heart surgery. I know y'all seen it. Like I say, we kind of knew about it. We couldn't speak about it because that's not our business. Medical stuff.
Yep.
We had to wait for a brother to come out and say, what he was going through. Like you say, I don't know his status. I know he in good spirits. I know he's recovering well right now.
I'ma just say this. We gonna go
That's
get.
all I care
I'ma just
about.
say this. We don't know his status, but I'll just say this: we are gonna get somebody out the portal because you can't be
No
caught
doubt.
in no man's land. So we gonna get somebody out the portal, and that's the reason why I like RJ going to corner, which opens that for Branch because Branch is probably gonna end up playing Cam's spot as that deep safety.
Well,
And,
like I say, well, you got to remember Carter is coming, working his way back off the injury. You still got
yeah.
Byers.
But when you talk about, so here's the thing though, because I can see this happening. When you talking about like third down, we in coverage, you gonna need that long, lengthy safety that can cover. You know what I'm saying, and has the
And it
speed.
look like they
I
don't
like.
move, and they look like they don't move Hollywood to safety as well. So, like I say,
I'm
I
liking
like where
that.
we, I like where we at. Like I say, I think we're gonna go get a corner and a safety out the portal. I just think we're gonna go get a cornerback and
Yeah.
a safety out the portal because I
I
think we
think
need
yeah.
that. I think
It's
we
because
need that.
here's the way I'm looking at it. I'm thinking Tawfiq right now is taking Shiloh's spot,
Right.
and
No doubt.
you got Carter, Ben, and Antonio fighting for that Cam role. With Savion Riley, he's still,
And Riley
he's
too.
not. Yeah, he's in the rotation, but he's not out there. So you it's all up in the air.
Right.
So
It's about and again, guys, that's what I say about how you saying it. Now, a lot of people might think what Coach Prime's saying when he say, "Hey, this line is for the injured people." Hey, what is like in the NFL? He's telling these guys the truth. He's not beating around the bush with it. If you're not healthy, if you're not here, but that's what. So this is what you know. Every time I see O put on his shoulder pads and his helmets and he's running around and getting, I know he really just about where he needs to be. But he wants to. He's trying to keep his body going. Let people know that I'm here. Now you take a guy like Mathis. Mathis might be a little bit further away. I don't think you'll see Mathis at all in the spring. I don't think we're gonna play Miller in the spring neither. But I think towards after spring break when we come back, I think you'll see O in a little more practices. I don't think you will see Mathis in no practice
I don't
this
think you're
year.
gonna see Miller in no contact stuff. It'll be all
No,
like
it'll be just like
drills.
I say, drills. They might let him get out there for 7-on-7, maybe. That's a strong maybe. But
No, 707 versus O, not 707 with the corners. 707 O, he'll be out there.
Wallace, I think Ben's gonna be a guy with the L on his chest, on his chest. Ben is gonna be a guy that you gonna get you. But what we know about Ben is Ben gonna play his role in whatever role that is. Whatever role that Ben is given by Coach Prime, he gonna play it. He gonna play it to the fullest. Right now,
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
This Ben is gonna be the third safety. I don't care which way you want to slice the dice it. He's gonna be third safety. If somebody gets hurt, he's gonna be the first person gonna get his shot. That's how. That's the
No
easiest
doubt.
way I can explain it to
No
you.
doubt.
And then and,
That's it.
and the reason why I'm saying he's the third safety is as much as Prime say, hey, if it ends today, he's the starter. It's because look who's out, right? Carter's out, Riley's out. If somebody's hurt, he's the first man up, and it's his job to lose it. And Ben's gonna do every which small thing he needs to do to make sure he's prepared. Because guess what? He's been there the longest out of everybody. He was there, but it was 1-11. He's been there.
Right.
So he's
Right.
going. Prime is going to give him the first opportunity he can. Right now, he's starting in spring practice. He is. But who's going to be healthy during the fall is going to be the question. That's what we got to find. That's what we got to find out.
And this is what, from a coaching standpoint, guys, let me give y'all what spring practice is about. So you got guys that's coming back. Like, it's about the positions that are open, right? So we know okay, so if we know if Shedeur was coming back, it would be no question about who would be the quarterback. If Travis was coming back, there's no question about Travis being one of the receivers, right? It's about the positions that are open. Quarterback is open. We gotta see where we going into fall. Hey guys, don't be upset because I don't believe Coach Prime is gonna tell y'all who the starting quarterback is after the spring. Okay? So let us go ahead and put that out there so y'all don't jump on here. Hey, Coach Dre, Rob, what's going on? Why Coach? That's probably not gonna happen.
He already said it, so you ain't gotta ask. If you didn't believe what he said to you, then it is what it is.
At the receiver spot, going again, it's receiver and defensive line. I'm always tell y'all it's a rotating position. It's not about who start. I could care who we roll out first. It's about in crunch time and in the fourth quarter, who are we putting out there? We're gonna have 8 guys in that rotation. It's gonna be 8 receivers in that rotation that you're gonna see play. Long as you in that 8, you in a good position. Again, this spring it's about finding. That's why you can let Jordan Seaton rest a day. Hey, you say your back hurt a little bit, Jordan? Okay. Hey, you sit out. We ain't nothing to talk about. Jordan Seaton has solidified that I'm gonna be the starter. The spring ain't gonna do nothing but help him get better, right? He done did that in the off season workouts and all that. But we ain't finna get out here and get Seaton hurt in no spring practice. We know he the guy. Everybody else, hey, y'all gotta come on. Y'all gotta come on. Cause hey, you got to earn you a spot. The guy that we got from Texas A&M, he know he's behind the 8 ball. He knows when he gets back, he going to have to come on with it because you don't miss the whole spring. And now you don't let Zach Chrisley come in here. I think after spring, when we come back, I think Zach Chrisley going to be in the seating. He going to be in the seating boat. Hey, bro,
I mean, left guard, for me, it's left guard, center, right tackle. That's the only thing that's open. Like, the right guard and left tackle, you can pencil them in. Sorry.
Up front on the defensive line, when we go to the defensive line, the defensive line is another position where it's rotational. As long as you're in that rotation, you good. It ain't about if I'm starting. It's about who finishing and who playing good. So it don't matter to me.
One person. Hey, Dre, we gotta talk about it. If we gonna go talk about the defensive line, we gotta talk about Tajay. Golly.
Hey, that kid. But that comes. But y'all remember, Coach Prime them don't develop talent. You remember people told us that they don't develop. They don't know how to coach. They don't develop no talent at Colorado. Okay.
Boy, Taj McCoy, number 40. Hey, what we talking about? You know, I was gonna. Hey, when people start talking about development, that's one kid that got recruited there under Nick Williams and developed.
He did.
And you're starting to see that development unfold. He didn't leave. He didn't waver. He didn't run. He stayed there. He stuck it out. And every time he's got his opportunity, even last season, he showed flashes on the field, going to go get sacks. His bend is crazy. It's crazy with his bend that he got.
Listen, and when Coach Sapp see who up there,
good night.
That guy up there, hey, he telling you what's finna happen.
Good night.
Hey, listen, y'all see the rep before at the guards when the guard went with the 3 technique, they lost, and Sapp was upset, but he looked over there and seen that Tajay was going next. Oh yeah, hey, we don't worry about. We finna get us a win right here. Don't worry, we finna get us a win right here, and that's just a compliment of, like you say, Coach Nick, Coach Dancy, and now you got Coach Hilo over there putting in that work with that guy, and that guy is just getting better and better. Down there in the trenches though. Down in the trenches, you got Big O, you got Barnes. I got to give Barnes some credit, even though that first day he got sent off the field. He's been showing up real well. I know my guy B Watts gonna be happy about that, talking about Big Barnes. But the guy that I want to see is Lightfoot and Coleman, the two guys we brought in, the transfers.
Hey, Coach Dre, before you start talking about the Barnes situation, I gotta see it on game day, baby. You gotta show me to it on game day. I ain't trying to hear it. You gotta show it to me on game day, baby, and I will be there. You know I'm there. Hey, pregame.
Who's number 97?
That's the transfer from Fresno State. I want to say.
That's Lightfoot.
Yeah, I want to say that's Lightfoot because it's not Coleman.
Coleman is 91. I thought Lightfoot was 94. I'm gonna figure that out. But I know them guys are looking good. And then, like you say,
Lightfoot.
Hey, what?
That's what I thought. Lightfoot's 97. That's what I thought.
Lightfoot. Okay. So I thought who was 94?
Yeah, Lightfoot is 97 because they showed a clear like a back of his jersey.
Yeah, no, 97. I thought 97 was Hudson. Right.
Oh, no, okay, no, 97 is Hudson. Okay. I got him confused.
Yeah, okay, that was the Florida. Hey, don't be disrespecting the Florida boy. You know the Florida boy. Lightfoot 99. There you go. Lightfoot 99. There you go. Hudson is 97. Lightfoot is 99. Yeah. But I like all them guys. Them young boys, Merritt and McPherson. My God.
London Merritt. Hey, two people I got my on at the edge, right? Well, three people I got my eyes on for the edges. Alden Walker, Tajay McCourt, 40, 44, London Merritt. London Merritt get that spin move down pat. Go ahead and drive the car. He going night. Go ahead and drive home. Drive the car, baby. That's what it's gonna be.
Hey, J27, they don't call him Baby Sap for nothing. Y'all gotta remember, he's from right down here in Daytona. His dad and my brother are real good friends. That kid was unblockable in high school. He was just unblockable in high school. He was unblockable in high school.
Hey, paper story. Just DM me.
We'll talk about this, guys. You see that they did move 2 games to Friday night, and that's because you want Colorado to be prime time.
Coach, hold on. Before we go there, we got to. I forgot to talk about 51 offensive line. We got to talk about him, and then we'll go there.
Mr. Gooden. Hey, he gonna.
Yeah, Chauncey Gooden. Yeah, we got to talk about 51. Chauncey Gooden.
He holding it down. Every rep I see, he gets better and better. But he did that when he first got there.
Hey, but listen, every time, the reason why I'm talking about him, because you start talking about Barnes, and every time Barnes go up there, he ain't moving them. that one person, he ain't moving.
That guy worked his butt off. He's worked his butt off, and that's no there's no knock on nobody. That's just showing what a great strength and conditioning program we had. If you guys haven't watched, I forget what video it is. I don't know if it's the pregame network or if it's Darius's video, where the strength and conditioning coach, one of the new strength and conditioning coaches, he talking to the guys, and he just talking to them about want to and work ethic. And them the kind, and he played for the University of Miami, guys. He played for the University of Miami under Coach Sway, and he told you he said he wasn't as good as all these guys, but what he had the determination and the want to be good, and that's what made him good. That's what made him stand out over all the other kids, is because he was willing to work with nobody. I told you, work outweighs talent, because talent doesn't always want to work. Because sometimes when you that talented, you lean on your morals instead of going out and working. Shadosi's little brother is not there anymore, Texas. I don't think he's there anymore. He's because if y'all have noticed, If y'all looked at Shadozi's YouTube channel, he's been with Shadozi the whole time. So Shadozi's little brother is no longer with the team. Also, I think we can report now. I think that Feely is no longer with the team. If you look at his Instagram or Twitter, whatever, it says former CU kicker. I think he's just gonna go and play golf and be married and be a man of God now. And so there's nothing wrong with that. I told you, everybody's not meant to go to the NFL and meant to do that. But when you come in that room with Deion Sanders, he gonna push you to be the best person you can be. It's not about football. And that's why I keep telling y'all why I'm always be positive and always speak life into Colorado and what Deion Sanders has going on, because it's not about football. It's about stuff bigger than football. You don't have to be the greatest football player. Like the trainer told you, look at him now. He got to play in the NFL. He got to make the man said he made $500,000 a year just being on special teams and on the practice squad.
Hold on, Coach Dre.
Go ahead.
Mr. Brandon, are you on the training staff? I mean, the strength and conditioning team? I just need to know something. Right quick. Go ahead, Coach Dre.
So you have to feel good about what he's doing for young men. Like I tell people in coaching, yes, Anthony Richardson is probably my biggest accomplishment when you come to football, because he made it to the NFL along with Gator Hopkins. Those guys are guys that made it to the NFL. But every coach that's on Eastside High School football team, except for the couple of older guys that's there, I coached them at Eastside, and all those guys went to college. All those guys are successful men, and now they're back at Eastside giving back. That's my biggest success story. Is every week I get to go out here with guys I got a chance to coach, and I hear people say, "Well, hey, coach, you ain't that." I ain't. I'm not that old. I just started coaching early because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be able to help people and be a inspiration to people in their lives. And that's what coaching is, guys. Regardless of what you is, your biggest thing is being a mentor and being a teacher. Because all football is teaching people the knowledge they need to go out and do a job. I say that again. All coaching is teaching somebody to go out to do a technique or have a skill to do a job. That's it. And so that's all you have to think about, and that's all Coach Prime is bringing to this talent, is bringing to this football team, is guys that want to work. And if you don't want to do that, you get what I'm saying. You're gonna have to move around, because these young men know what they want right now.
BJ just ran his second 40. He had a faster time his first 40 than his second 40. So he just needs the technique. Technique is all he needs to work on. Technique. He still ran a 4.7, but it was a high 4.7 the second time. His technique coming out the gates, all he needs to work on, and he can get that down to a 4.5. Because he's hitting his top end speed. He just got to work on his first 10. His first 10 is where he's hurting his 40 time at.
I think a lot of those boys will be coming home, will be coming back to Colorado to work out these last 2 weeks, and I think they'll be there with Sway. I think Sway gonna help a few of those guys, and you'll see a faster time from those guys. Today, I don't know what Jalen Melrose ran at the combine, but today at Alabama Pro Day, he ran a 4.37.
A 4.37.
So yeah, you get what I'm saying. So I told you Pro Day.
Here's my thing.
No, it was on TV. Go ahead.
No, here's my thing with like 40 times. It's just straight line speed, right? And so in rare situations, how much is it you really going to be in a straight line speed in an NFL game? That is going to really make a difference, right? Because you see 4.4, 4.5, 4.6 guys running down 4.2, 4.3 guys. Are you seeing a 4.2, somebody run a 4.2 at a combine, 4.28, 4.29, and they can't get open as a wide receiver or can't separate, right? So it's like, it's pros and cons, but 40 times really it's not that big of a difference. difference, really.
Like I will be honest. I call Rob when Horn ran his 40, and he could like you sound like you're down here. I said, yeah, I wanted my dog to run a 4.3. But then when he went out and he did the gauntlet drill and he did the other drills and he killed it. And I heard the commentator say, well, the gauntlet drill is more of a football type of drill. That's what really shows the football quickness and stuff. And so what I realized is, guys, like we get caught up in the 40, but I think the football savants and the scouts and the football coaches, they're looking at the other drills more than they're looking at the 40. It's good to have a good 40 time, but it's about that, like you say, it's about that quickness. And you hear Coach Swayze always talking about that quick twitch. When he be doing certain stuff, he's like, man, I need your quick twitch to be better. I need this to be better. So it's not so much. I think we get more wrapped up in the 40 than other people.
Yeah, people get blown about a 40 time, but it's like, all right, when you get blown and enamored by somebody 40 time, does it match the tape? That's what you got to realize. Like, if your 40 time don't match the tape, I mean, that tells a lot. Like, you can go run a fast 40, but on tape you look slow. Something ain't aligning. So that's why I don't want people to get caught up in so much looking at 40 times. Like, yeah, it means a little something, but how much is it really going to help you in the NFL when you're talking about the position that you in, and how many times are you going to run in a straight line, right? It's not the rarity that you're running in a straight line in the NFL anyway. If you understand angles and how to diagnose plays, you're gonna move a lot faster than a lot of people are. And so I think people just get caught up in that infatuation of it, and it's just like, yeah, that's not really going to happen like that. So that's why I always ask,
Right.
about that.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm not. Once I realized that, and like I say, and listening to other people talk, because like I say, you learn something new every day. Like I used to think, I'm like, the gauntlet drill, I was more focused on the catching. When they were running the gauntlet drill, I was way more worried about the catching than I was about anything else. And when he said it's about how, look at these guys, they got to adjust. And when you look at it, you go back and look at it, especially for the receivers and the DBs, that gauntlet drill is the best drill for them to show what they really can do football wise. And so when our guys did well on that, and then they did well on the routes, catching the ball from other quarterbacks that didn't, we won't say what they didn't do, but we just like you say, we just feel good about the way that these guys have been producing. And the one thing I want people to applaud our young men for all the negativity, for all the dirt that's being thrown on these guys' faces. You've heard not one of these kids come back and say anything negative. You haven't seen one kid come out and say something off the wall or be combative or this, that, and the other. They just come out and smile and answer your questions, give you the right answers, and that's where you might not get that everywhere. But you got that training here at Colorado to understand that that's what comes with it.
I mean, Coach, when you think about the levels to like being at CU and the backlash that you get, you know what I'm saying? You already prone to it. So by the time you get to NFL, it's just secondhand nature. I didn't already dealt with this, right? I'm on the easy side of it now. I was at the hard side. I was in college trying to figure out who I was as a player and the growth and the development piece of it, right? And having to deal with like grown people telling me this, to me, I'm not this and I'm not that, I'm this, and going out and prove it. When I get to NFL, it's just about the growth of the football game, and I love it. I truly love this game because I already made it through the hardest path. Now it's just me focusing on the game and understanding what I want to do on a day-to-day basis, And so I think it's always, yes, it's a pro, but the biggest, and it's a con to come to Colorado. But one thing Colorado does for you, it trains you for these moments that you're going to be comfortable in when it's the big lights are on. And I just get tired of seeing so much negativity about, what somebody can't do. And it's like, man, you probably didn't even do 10% of what that kid didn't accomplish in their life, but you judge them. Come on, man.
and that's my biggest thing with anybody, guys. My biggest thing is I hear all the older people saying the young people are our future. Well, why we tearing them down? If we want the young people to be our future, don't we need to be building them up? Don't we want them to be successful? Y'all mad at these young people because of Deion Sanders? What is Deion Sanders? Okay, we not saying he perfect. Deion Sanders told you he done made mistakes. He done told you he done did things wrong, but that's why he's teaching these young men to do it better. Ain't that the goal? Last time I checked, I thought that was the goal for them to be better.
But see, Coach, here's why they mad at Deion, because Deion is giving them a market space to build their brand. They don't want you to build your brand before you get to the platform, because they want the platform to be able to build your brand. And it's because you're being allowed to build your brand and understand financial literacy. That's why they mad.
But ain't
So we got
nobody say nothing when ain't nobody say nothing when Fran Brown say on certain days they gonna go and talk financial literacy. But when Prime saying, "Oh, why they doing that? They need to be coaching football. Now he trying to do this, and this." Bill Belichick, again, this ain't got nothing to do with Bill Belichick. I think Bill Belichick is a great human being, a great football coach. Everything that Bill Belichick is doing, Deion Sanders said it back at Jackson that this how football was going to turn out. And they dogged him and they criticized him and they said, "Oh, he'll never win. You can't build a football team through the transfer portal. You need to go get high school kids and do this and do that." Right? Bill Belichick came right up and said at his press conference, "Oh, I'm going to run it like an NFL team.
okay.
I'm going to do this
Chidozie
like the
improved.
NFL. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it like that." Nobody said anything. They thought this was the greatest thing since sliced cornbread. But when Deion said it, it was, "Oh no, this can't happen. This can't
Yep.
happen. That can't happen." But now that it's happening, now it's like y'all, and what y'all gonna see happen is when this stuff try to get successful. Again, this is the ploy. Is y'all they gonna try to heap the praise on Bill Belichick. "Oh, boy, you see
Oh yeah.
Belichick went to North Carolina, and boy, he did this and he did this. He did it like he ran the Patriots. He doing again. The New York, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Go back and look at them old New England Patriot days. That's exactly what they look like. That looked like a professional football team ran by a professional coach. Well, Colorado been running their program like that for the last 3 years.
Let me say something. Shane Coach is not running today. He's gonna run at the CU's Pro Day. Chidozie just ran a better 40 than his first one. So they got their benchmark now. So Chidozie did his second run and BJ Greens did his second run, and then Shane Coach is not running today.
So that means Shane Coach didn't run for the defensive line, nor did and Justin Mears didn't run for the offensive line, guys. When they get
Correct.
to the receivers, you don't expect to see LaJohntay or Jimmy. If you see Will, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Will run the 40 just so he can have a benchmark because he doesn't have a 40 time on record yet. So I might be but you might not see him wait. He might wait to pro day as well. But if you see him, that would be the only receiver I would think that might run the 40.
On the DBs, I don't know if Cam will run his because Cam is there. I don't know if he's gonna run his. I doubt Shiloh runs his. Travis J might be the only person from the DBs that run it, but I don't think they're gonna do theirs today because it's 3 days of this. So today is the first day.
So today is just probably the linemen, the offense and defense. Yeah. So guys, that's what they're doing. They're taking the combine format and doing the pro day. So that's exactly how the pro day went. They went offensive, defensive line first. Tomorrow they'll probably do receivers and DBs. They might do linebackers today too. I think they did linebackers first.
I don't know what the actual schedule is, but there is 3 days. Today was they already did the offensive line. They on the defensive line. Herm Smith, yeah, he's gonna run his. Him and Travis J, they will run theirs for the DBs. At this combine, and they're gonna run at Colorado. I know that for sure. unless something happens, right? Unless they, slight injury or anything like that happens, they should. But Shane Coach is there. We have about 13 players there. Coach Prime is down there too. So we have about 13 players. Now, if everybody's participating, that's a whole different other story. But we do have 13 players there that's meeting, with NFL execs and stuff like that. Because the majority of them are there at the Big 12 Pro Day.
So that's where you go. So tomorrow will be quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, and DBs, and then the last day will probably be no, that's everybody, ain't it?
Oh no, linebackers.
Linebackers.
Linebackers, tight ends.
Tight ends, guys like that. So yeah, I mean, it's like you say, it just comes down to you got to the Big 12. They're the first conference to do this. That's how you get ahead of things. Is that you produce something like this for all your seniors, because some teams don't have a lot of seniors like we got. Like next year, we're not gonna have as many seniors as we have this year. So to
Shit, our whole
prevent some
defensive
of these,
line damn near seniors.
oh yeah, well yeah, I forgot about that.
we definitely gonna be hitting that portal this off season because majority of our defensive line is seniors.
But all of them don't have to leave though. I only think it's a few of them that gotta leave. With that new JUCO rule, all of them don't have.
Yeah, but I mean the goal is to get as many of them as possible to the league. So we'll see.
Bucket,
but a lot of them are seniors.
What other conference did it, Bucket? I ain't never seen no other conference do no pro day.
No, the Big 12 is the only conference that does a pro day. Everybody else, because when you think about the Big 10,
they wasn't first.
I'm not saying that they are or it wasn't. I'm just saying.
I don't remember nobody else. The SEC did it the other day.
I don't remember that.
Bro, I'm down here in SEC country. I don't remember that, Bucket. I don't remember no guys going to no combine because Melrose. Why would they have one and then Alabama have their pro day? I ain't never seen it, but you might be right. You might be right. I don't know.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just didn't hear anything about that. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just didn't hear nothing. But hey, Coach Dre, let's close this thing out. We've been on this thing for a minute, but I got some things to do. But close this out. I'm gonna try to get back on and give y'all another live later this week. Because I know I got some other platforms that I will be on doing some shows with this week. So I'm gonna try to give y'all a show some point this week. So sorry, I ain't been alive a lot, but it is what it is. Try to get back on when I can for you, for sure.
Like we say, man, we appreciate everybody coming out. Like you say, bro hasn't been live lately. Like I say, bro life and life. You understand it? When life and been life, you have to take care of that first. This is just something we do for fun. It's something we do to help to bless somebody. You know what I'm saying? But bro needed to be doing what he needed to do for his family and taking care of that. So that's why you see me on other platforms, making sure the brand is still being represented in the right way. We appreciate everybody coming out and spending time with us. You could, like I said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to stop by here, rocking with Rob Media and Coach Dre. We appreciate that. We appreciate. Hey, don't take for granted today. Don't put off something you can do today for tomorrow. Don't put off calling that person that you want, that you need to tell them that you forgive them or that you want to be forgave from for tomorrow, thinking that you got tomorrow to talk to them. Or don't go to sleep mad and holding thing go, because you're not hurting that person. You're hurting yourself, and you're missing your blessing. I tell people, don't hold your head down, or make sure you hold your head up so you can see when that blessing coming for you. And as I always tell you, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother, Rob the Man. This has been another Rob the Man Media Live. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all when we see you. God bless.